Hello everyone, welcome to the Cloud Premigration Advisor Tool video series. In part 3, which is the final part, we will learn how to review CPAT reports and also see the best practices. Let's see how we can review CPAT report. CPAT basically categorizes the output data into multiple groups based on their impact on the migration. There are 5 categories and we will see them one by one. Failed means CPAT couldn't even complete the analysis and we need to contact Oracle support. Action required means there are issues that can cause the migration not to be successful and it should be resolved before migration. For example, user-defined objects in sys and system users. As you know, this is not a best practice to have user-defined objects under sys and system, but I have seen this scenario with some customers. Review required means migration may succeed in full or part, and there are some additional work to be done to ensure both target and source are in alignment. For example, some users have their password version as 10G. These users won't be able to log in without additional steps after the migration. We also have review suggested, which means migration should succeed. However, DBAs should review each check under this category. Okay, basically it is recommended to review all the categories that we have discussed so far and they are in their order of impact. We will also see checks under past, which is good to ignore. Now let us get into an actual report and see how it looks like. This is the report we have generated in part 2 using independent Java command line CPAT tool. As you can see, the report has multiple sections. We will go through them one by one. Let us see the summary section. It gives a nice overview of what was done by CPAT, including the schemas analyzed. One of the cool features that I like about HTML report is the ability to understand where we need to take action. For example, this report shows us that everything looks good or at least no action is required on source database and also on the migration method. However, there is one action item under review suggested for target database. Let us move on to the details section. This again lists out what CPAT has done, including the command that we have given. We also have a section for the report analysis, where it has given some informational message about the mode in which we ran the CPAT and also advises us to change the mode if required. We also have sections about more details of the source database, which I'll skip. The section that we are going to spend more time is, of course, the section having details about the checks that was ran by CPAT. This section shows the details of checks. For example, all the checks that are relevant to the source database are passed. We can see the details of the checks if required. For the target database, everything is under passed except that there is one with review suggested. Let us see what is that check. This checks finds out users which has default tablespace not as data. As you can see, HR01 user has default tablespace as users and this tablespace is not available in ATP shared. So during migration, we have to specify the remap details to resolve this. Okay, migration method section also doesn't have any checks, which needs attention. Additional task section has a review suggested check where it tells that current source database has traditional audit enabled. It also provides us an MOS node that we can use to resolve this issue. And in the end, we have the report legend section, which gives more details about the description of each task, which we had already covered earlier in this video. Okay, let's come back to the slides. If you recollect, I had mentioned about using CPAT as input to other tools like Cloud Migration Advisor, aka CMA. CMA is a tool that can advise you about your migration to Oracle Autonomous Database, Oracle Exadata Clouded Customer, Oracle Exadata Database on dedicated infrastructure, and other OCI database services and more. Basically, CMA can analyze the CPAT output of a collection of databases and advise you about the best possible migration methods and also which databases are easiest to migrate from a technical perspective. Okay, so we already learned a lot about CPAT. Now let us take a look at the best practices. As we discussed earlier, it is recommended to generate the target database properties file and use it while generating CPAT report for your source database. This is because it allows to perform a complete analysis of your source database. We should also use schemas switch whenever we are certain that only specific schemas contains all the objects related to the application and migrating them will be more than enough. If this is not the case, you have to go for full mode migration. Sometimes CPAT reports can become huge simply because one of the check that has listed all the impacted objects, which might be in thousands. In this case, we can limit the amount of data in CPAT using max text data rows switch. Use this wisely and only when required. It is recommended to generate the output in text and JSON. You may not need the JSON report, however, it is recommended to generate it since Oracle support will require JSON output and also the logs in case of any issues. I would say it is better to generate HTML reports also since I find it very easy to navigate and understand using HTML reports. However, keep in mind that HTML is still in beta phase, so it is on an experimental basis, it is currently released now. Sometimes we'll explore multiple migration options and our reports will get overwritten if we haven't used correct switches. It is definitely recommended to make use of out file prefix and out directory switches when trying out different migration options. Cool, so we have learned a lot about CPAT in this video series. I hope you found it useful. If you are interested to watch similar videos in future, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.